Hello, my dears. Welcome to April. Oh my goodness. Welcome to Uranus and Jupiter conjunction part 2. Today we're going over the houses, and I'm going to see if my guides have any messages for this is Uranus, this is spark plug energy. I made a new grid. I did a reading the other day with a dear soul sister, and she loved the grid, so I gave it to her, and I made a new one, and I love it so much. It's so big. I'm just here for it. It's just lovely. I want to put this here. I don't even know. Yeah, you got it. Okay, beautiful. So this is part 2, but technically you don't really have to watch part 1 if you don't want to. I talked about the specificity of it, and I was teaching a little bit about how I was trying to go around my guides too, because they're not showing me anything for this conjunction. And one of my subscribers had commented as well that her guides aren't really showing her anything. So I'm just opening up, and I want to see if any messages come through. I don't know. I'm probably going to put all the other planets, as I don't know if you can even... Yes, you can see. So there's a bunch of different aspects that are going on that kind of all complement each other. So I'm just going to start us off and introduce the board. So this is Uranus on the board. I know. Today's Tuesday as I record this, and I'm not going to the stone store until Thursday. So I know I've been talking about getting a new Uranus, but it has not happened just yet. So this is Uranus. This is Jupiter, obviously. This is the Sun, my beautiful peach selenite. The Moon, howlite, I want to say. The North Node and the South Node. And I place them down like this. So, the North Node is in Aries, and then the South Node is in Libra. So you kind of have the idea. It's like a little point right over there. We have Mercury. It's beautiful copper. It's retrograde, kind of conjunct the North Node. It's almost as if the planets are saying, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. Venus is in Aries. A little bit farther than that. This is 15, 16. And I just have to highlight that I'm very cognizant and aware of the fact that not every house is the same size. I just need to let you know. I'm very aware of that. Very aware of that. This is Mars, this little assertive guy. He's in Pisces energy right over here at 22 degrees of Pisces. It's a really beautiful initial, this is sextiling the whole thing. Chiron. He's been a huge player, and I'm recording this before the solar eclipse in Aries, that Chiron is a key player. I haven't even recorded my reading for that yet as I record this. It's the 2nd of April. So Chiron is at 20 degrees over here in the end of Aries. Neptune is in Pisces at 28 degrees. Love that. Love that. Saturn in Pisces, 15 degrees. Lilith is also a big player in this. 22 degrees of Virgo. This is Pluto, based off of the Christmas critters from South Park. It's at 2 degrees of Aquarius. I don't know if that's gonna... No, I want you to see him. So the moon at the exact moment of this conjunction, I don't even know if you can hear me. I don't know if my My blouse is hitting it. I'm going to change the microphone, so pardon me for one moment. Okay, good. Lilith, the exact moment that this conjunction occurs by the 2nd is going to be at 29 degrees of Virgo. So it's going to scooty-doo. It's going to scooty-doo. The moon doesn't really stay in the same place for very long. So, but it's 29 degrees of Virgo. So I'm just going to leave it there. The sun is at 1 degree of Taurus. So at the very first degree. And this is the general wheel. Starts in Aries and moves all the way around over to Pisces. And the big to-do. 21 degrees and 49 minutes. 21 degrees and 49 minutes. So this is the chart. This is the chart. And we'll start with, the general wheel starts in Aries, goes all the way around to Pisces. So we'll start now with Aries rising since I just put this down. And for this reading, I just want to time out and say, I'm not letting anything of what I say in this video be doctrine. I'm not prophesizing anything. I'm just like I had said in the part 1 video. I have no idea what's coming, and my guides don't want to show me this. This is just for fun. This is my day off. I'm doing a reading, so don't take this as doctrine. I'm going to let my guides talk to me, let my messages come through, but with finding exactly where 21 degrees and 49 minutes of Taurus falls in your chart. What do you mean by all that, Sarah? Why do I have to? Okay, so for example, I'm an Aries sun, S-U-N. My sun is in my 5th house of play, as you saw in part 1. So I'm going to go and listen to this. I go back and I listen to all my videos and I watch for my sun, my moon, and my rising. But I have to be cognizant of where exactly 21 degrees is falling in my chart. That's how it's going to affect me. It's almost like we're being shown pretty much where lightning's going to strike. Jupiter is expansive energy. It's gregarious. It's lovely. It can be a little bit overindulgent and abundant. I mean, if you've ever met me in real life, I'm Aries sun conjunct Jupiter in Aries. And I'm like, you can fly if you want to. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Where it's like, I'm aware. I'm self-aware of that. So that's something I have to kind of work with in this world. But so look at and listen to these readings just gently, just like we do when we have just chit chats. Just like grab some water, grab some tea. Oh my god, a soul sister of mine, I'm going to use this for the pause. I just want to tell a story. Soul sister of mine, she was cleaning her house, and she's a Taurus sun, S-U-N. So, oh my God, I have to check her chart and see how she's getting activated by this. My gosh. And so, she's just loves to clean and loves things to be all set. And so she messaged me the other day. She's like, hey, Sarah, I have a question for you. And I was like, yeah, what's up? And she goes, I have a lot of crystals that really don't resonate with me anymore. I know. And she's just kind of was like, I need a home for them. And I was like, I would be so honored, honey. I'd be so honored. So here's one of them. There's so many. They're on the altar right now and they're finding their place. But this is Beatrice. I know. I know. So pause the video with Beatrice. Go get your journal. Go grab your coffee or tea and just hang out with me, or some water as well. And just hang out. Pause the video. I don't even know. I'm not making animal noises for, it's just, I'm having fun because, freaking cute. Right? Okay. So let's get started. Aries rising. This is the house of money and values and access to resources. So if I was a betting woman, I would say Aries rising, you've got some really exceptional stuff coming your way. And we've been talking about values for a long time. Don't look at actually the amount of money that you want. There's so much volatile energy, so much chaos, so much redonkulousness that's happening in the month of April 2024, regardless of the lenses. And I wear these big old glasses, so I speak in lenses. Regardless of the lens of the awakening, regardless of the lens of the eclipse, regardless of the lens of Pluto and Aquarius, all of those things, regardless of any of that, it's chaotic out there. And it's kind of as if that's the perfect time to actually be manifesting. It's the perfect time to have a very clear goal. But the goal cannot be the amount of money. What do you mean by that, Sarah? It cannot be I need $500,000 or else I can't do anything. I need to hit my first 10 million or else I can't do anything. What is the feeling after? What is the reason that you want all of this? And the reason doesn't have to be subservient, self-sacrificial. It can be, I want to be able to take care of my family. And do it in an I am statement of right now. That's something we know with manifesting. I can take care of my family. I can, buy out my mother's mortgage. I can take my whole family on vacation. I can do all of these things. And it's so powerful to be able to do that. But look at your values. This is the house of values and access to resources, money. This is the money access, the 2 and the 8 over here. So this is auspicious AF, my guy. This is so beautiful stuff. Like the North Node in Aries. If you didn't, if this wasn't your season, I don't know what season is your season, Aries. Truly. This is big stuff. This is a beautiful conglomeration. And when the sun, this beautiful lighthouse in the sky, comes into the sign of Taurus, you run the general wheel as well. So anyone, if you do not know the time of your birth, this is your chart reading that you can watch for your rising sign. So that's pretty auspicious. That's pretty wonderful. So this to me says the light workers and the people that have been doing their work, whatever that means to you, just speaking from I statements, pushing in your chair, telling somebody they have food in your teeth, those little things that you didn't think actually made a difference. God sees that. I switched it up to chai. I know it's been Earl Grey for 8 months? It's a masala chai. I used to make my own chai blend and I can't find the recipe for it, but I know it's handfuls and I know it's pinches and stuff like that, but I had it down to a science and I really liked it. But it smells so good. I put an extra hoop of honey in it because it's my day off. I can do whatever I want. So this is exciting with the sun and Jupiter and Uranus in your second house. This is money just coming in quick and unexpected money. So just go above the amount and just say, I have time freedom. I have financial freedom. I can effortlessly afford my lifestyle. I'm protected. I can do good work. I have a healthy work-life balance. Lilith has been in your house of everyday life and practical service and is at, 22 degrees of this. Trining. This is auspicious. This is auspicious. We got Mars in your house of soul purpose, sextiling. Pretty auspicious. Just saying. Mars is in opposition. Is that a yod? Are you kidding me? No, it's not. Never mind. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's not a yod. It's not a yod. I got overexcited. It's not a yod. It's not in any way a yod. But this says to me, your soul purpose is getting activated by the money that you're getting. It feels weird, opposition, Lilith and Mars in opposition of each other, but that trine is saying, even shaking, you can do this, Aries. Even shaking, you can do this. So it might not make sense. And again, like I've said, I'm not taking any of these things as doctrine. I'm just going off of the collection of planets and what they all represent. And we're seeing what comes through. And we're just seeing what comes through. Yeah, and if you don't know the time of your birth, you go off of that chart. So that's going to be a nice one. Okay. Taurus rising. Girl, this is going to be so much fun to watch. I have a few Taurus rising friends that this is activating so intensely. So good to see. Oh my God. Yeah, the sun's on your ascendant sign right over here. Chiron, Pluto. Some of you might get thrown into prominence in some way, or not knownness. You might just get catapulted into your space and career of choice and just find the connection of all the people that you are meant to be surrounded by. Casual. But yeah, this is about you. This is the house of self. This is the new you. This is the new awakened you. And there's so much that's, even the word awakened is the wrong word. I was leaving the gym today and a soul friend who's also awakened, she said, she's like, I was labeled a conspiracy theorist, but now they're just calling us truthers. And it's okay, so how is that a negative? like wanting to know truth, that's pretty okay. And so Taurus, this says to me that, and it's something that I'd said to Leo a while ago, which is certain things have to leave for certain things to come through. I feel like the eclipse is going to really show you the path of least resistance and the path of like, so basically the image that my guides are showing me in my brain is you're walking down, you know, the road of life, but you're in the woods. Like you're going on a walk in the woods. You're like, oh, da, 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 this is the way, this is the way, this is the way. And then you see a little, actually, like, you've been walking this path your whole life and you know the path and like you know your favorite hiking trail, whatever that may be, Taurus. And then all of a sudden there's like a magical new random path that opened up. That's like signs that say, this is your highest timeline. This is your most authentic space. Everything you could possibly want is going to be down this way. And all you have to do is be your true self. Or you can continue to walk down the path that you've been walking and you know the road and you know the way and you know the whole do whistle while you work. And that way, you know, goes all the way around and all the way around and all the way around and all the way around. And then it lands back at the exact same place that you could just have this little like cut through to. So I feel like Taurus, a lot of you are going to have that decision whether or not like, is it time? You're going to be presented with something really exceptional, but you'll have to be your full authentic version of yourself. You like, there's no playing games anymore. There's no like, oh, I can be kind of myself with this friend group and really not myself in this friend group, but I've known them for so long. And then really, but when it comes to family for you, you know, you are the lion of the family, like 4th house run by Leo, you know what I mean? So if there are family members that you're responsible for, yeah, put them in a separate bucket. Not talking about them, not talking about them. Just saying for you, this is big opportunities coming your way to be your full self in maybe a new friend group. This could also be kids coming in or birthing a new something or other, just with the connection of Mars to Lilith in your house of play, Moon in your house of play, children, and then your Sun and the conjunction in your house of self. Mars in the house of community. So that's exceptional. That's pretty cool, Taurus. I liked that view. Because, you know, Taurus is an energy type. It's fixed negative earth energy. So it takes a big amount of courage for you to kind of step outside of the routine, outside of what it is that you've done this whole time. It's pretty cool. I'm excited for you, Taurus. I don't want to make this a crazy long video. I just want it to be a little helpful for everybody. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Okay. What is your purpose, honey? What is it? You know, for Gemini risings, when the sun is in the 12th house, we get a little bit sleepy, tired. So this is fascinating. So there's a lot that's really could be presented to you around this time as far as a new and exciting, yeah, the word adventure is popping into my brain. So I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Okay, I'm just going to let this one channel, and I love you. So there's a lot of you that have been experiencing breakups, pain, and a lot of really incredible, like, friendship breakups. A lot of stuff has been going on, and some of you chose to stay in relationships that you knew were not for your highest timeline, and that you just kind of have been dealing with, even though you kind of know it's not for you. Something could happen that is just like a no more type of a situation, and the world will completely bless you. Will completely bless you for what it is that you need when you jump the net appears type thing. So don't dread the breakup, and don't think that anyone is going to judge you in any capacity. It needs to happen for you to step onto your most authentic timeline. if you don't choose that, it's very possible that, you know, the south node in your house of children, and you know me, I don't like to prophesize negativisms, but if you choose the lower timeline, it's possible that you could be getting pregnant or have a baby in some capacity. It's just possible, because when we choose the lower timelines, we've solidified it. You know what I mean? And so if you're telling the planets like, hey, I don't want to play. I know best. I'm a human, and obviously I'm the most powerful being in the universe, and I don't want to, you know, listen to you. I don't want to listen to my dreams or listen to my intuition or listen to my family or listen to anything. Then the universe will solidify that timeline and say, okay, then let's get you in that timeline and really nail it in. Really nail it in. So that's just there. I would say for a lot of you, this is going to be about connecting just very randomly to people. I would say yes to those, you know, when you're asked to go to a function or you go to a party, is it a resounding yes or is it an absolute no? But I feel like for some of you, you're going to be invited to things that kind of like give you the best type of butterflies. You're like, yeah, but something really cool is going to happen. I kind of want to dress up for this one. Like there's going to be something that's, yeah, for a lot of you, this could happen where you're presented with an opportunity to just be social in an echelon of people that maybe you're a little bit intimidated by. Maybe you feel as though like you don't belong in the room, or some imposter syndrome might really come to play there. But I find that say yes to anything that gives you the resounding yes. Say no to anything that's just an immediate no. If it's an immediate no, trust that right away. But if you get this like, yeah, for some reason, that's the room for me to be in. That's the room for you to be in. That's the room. And so be open to opportunities, Gem, and you'll know. We still have Mercury retrograde during this time period. I think it's going to go direct on the 25th in the sign of Aries, in your house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future. And it really stayed in the same sign. You know, Mercury just did a... So if you still feel as though you don't have the people in your life that you feel like you need to have, like if you're just... Remember, I just love seeing that thing, like you haven't been loved by the people that are going to love you so perfectly yet and know how to be there for you and know how to accept you. Like you haven't even received all the love that you're going to get in this world, Gemini. I'm so excited for you. This is awesome. It's just so nice to be alive some days. It's cuckoo pants, and I've, you know, like having an ego death isn't even something you have to talk about anymore. It just is. It just is. Cancer. This might not even be about people presenting new communities to you. You're birthing a community. You're creating it. You're the one creating it. And it's going to be, it might feel scary right now. It might feel scary. Don't sign a mother frickin' thing. Mercury in your 10th house of legacy and career. Do not sign a frickin' thing. I'm not swearing anymore. I know. Do not sign a thing. For the love of God. Sign it. That's fine. Email me later. Let me know how it goes. But don't sign a thing. Do not sign a thing. So the North Node is in your house of public life and legacy. Your job is over here. Oh my God, it's in Sag. You need a work environment. You need people that are funny, that can keep up with you. You like to know what's going on. Not like the gossip, but you got an idea of what's going on. You know, the moon is right here at the base of your chart at 29 degrees of Virgo, at that anaretic degree, and where it's like the cultural family roots, the roots of the tree of your life are down here. This is about community. You're birthing a new community. You're creating something that's super duper auspicious, that's necessary for the new world. It doesn't have to make sense. And you know, this is a Sarah day off type of a vibe. So I'm just gonna say what's coming to my noggin. Like, you're cool. I don't care if you think like, but I'm nerdy and I like this and I like this and I'm different and I'm this and I've had this nasty thing happen to me and I'm this. Yeah, God made you. You're on purpose. So take that up with God if you have a problem, but we need you on this planet, Cancer. Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon. Like, we absolutely need you on this planet. Think of how since your early 20s, you've been taking care of all the people around you and it's effortless. You're just creating a new community. Something's going to just into your lap, or an idea is going to just into your lap. It's just going to make sense completely. And I want you crying. I want you vulnerable. I want you feeling all the feelings, because you can. Yeah, when we were growing up, we couldn't, but now we can. That's a conversation for another day. But right now, you can feel all those emotions. I want you crying because it inspires the people around you to cry more. That was more of just a chart reading for you, but that's literally so exciting, Cancer. I'm very excited for you. Leo, rising, Leo sun, Leo moon. Whoa. Moving for work, working from home, moving country, being gifted things that you could have never possibly imagined you to be gifted. Can you see? Yeah, it's in the 10th house. I'm trying to... Cool. The sun is just at the tippity top of your chart. So, yeah. Main character energy. But it's you. You get this. You get it. So, check exactly what degree this is falling in your chart, Leo. This is a big deal. So if we are a Leo sun or Leo moon, just listen to this for the vibration, because it's very specific. In my Leo rising, let me know. Is it in the 10th house? Is it in the 11th house? Is it in the 9th house? Where exactly is this falling by degree, and what aspects is it making? Because we have Jupiter and we have Uranus sextiling Mars over here. We have Jupiter and Uranus trining Lilith in your house of values, and Lilith in opposition to Mars. This is the money axis over here. So this is all connected to your money. Don't worry about things that aren't a priority right now. Seriously. And saying that's not a priority right now is a nice way to, instead of saying I can't afford that, that's way too expensive. We have to take those words out of our vocabulary. Those are spells that we're speaking, and say, wow, that's really high value. That's really just not a priority right now, but maybe eventually I would like that. Or, oh, I can't wait until the day. That would look so fire on me. Oh my God. It's like, I've just recently fallen in love with Pookie and Jet, and I can. It's just like it's giving. Pookie looks fire. Like it's so beautiful. But this is, big stuff, and very much like, a friend of mine had said to me the other day, be careful what you wish for, because you're going to get it. And when we get the thing that we need, and when we get the thing that we think that we need, instead of what we know our soul is there for, we have to pay for something. Energy is exchanged. So when you get your thing, whatever it may be, this thing at the top of your life, appreciate it and be in it and be with it. This could be new people coming in. Pluto is over here. Pluto is squaring the sun. It's not really a connection to the rest of the planets over here with the Mars and Lilith and Jupiter and Uranus. But the sun by itself at 1 degree of Taurus is squaring on your midheaven, and when on your descendant line, Pluto at 2 degrees of Aquarius. It's never been at 2 degrees of Aquarius in our entire lives. So this is transforming your house of relationships. So who's not supposed to be there. You really do. And whether you're responsible for them, if their family put them in that separate bucket that I talked about earlier, I think it was with Gemini or with Cancer, I can't remember, or even in the Aries part, but like you're not alone. Just put those family members in a separate bubble bucket. And they are not your VIPs. They're not the ones that are your ride or dies that get in the car with you. They have their own people, but they're the ones that you pay off their mortgage. And when you have all of your things, that's what comes through. But don't spend time with them and don't listen to their whispers because they've never done what you're doing before and they might not have this language, and you trying to convince them to see you is lowering your vibration. It's not doing anything for them. It's not doing a single thing to them. When you try to convince someone to see you that doesn't see you, the only thing that happens is that you get smaller to fit into their body. It's not even smaller. It's like I'm seeing that like you're awakened but believe A, B, and C, and your family members are awakened but they believe blue, yellow, and violet. And so you're trying to like, my awakened is different than your awakened, and let that be okie dokie. But you having goodness, I'm literally seeing it like rain gold down your life. And just love up on that. Let that be. Let that be the way, girl. I'm proud of you, Leo. None of this is easy stuff. And you've been in it. And you know, if you're an awakened Leo here, you know that there are very unawakened Leos. And there are very intense Leos that don't want to do this work. So know that you're gods among humans. Gods among humans. Virgo rising. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be so much fun for you. This is like letting your inner child play type stuff. Yeah. Aries season isn't always your favorite season. Virgo rising. Virgo sun and moon, you can listen to this just to receive the vibrations of it, but this specific message is for Virgo rising just based on the chart over here. Like Aries season is deep dark transformation, shared possessions, contracts, wills, death and rebirth. So that just might, if you've never seen that before, that's the intensity of what you're going through and all those things. So, and again, Virgo rising, do not sign anything. Mercury retrograde in this house. Do not sign anything until after the 25th. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Cool. Okay. So prominence is the word I'm hearing in my brain, and knowing that everything happens for a reason. And it's kind of like a lot of you knew when you were a kid that you'd be famous or something. But on the old world fame, it's new world fame, which is, I don't understand that. It's just a word that I can utilize, and it's only a word that comes into my mind's eye, but it's also, it's like what's underneath that. I'm helping other people. I'm of service to people. Like, you have to sacrifice things to be famous. You have to sacrifice things to be of service in this world. You sacrifice your anonymity. You sacrifice certain things that you can't human anymore. You can't play that game. So being aware of that, but this could also be a move. This could be a big, you know, this ninth house, this quest, adventure, long distance travel, higher education. You could be teaching, you could be lecturing, you could be, yeah, I see you in front of a group of people. It just will change for all of you what it is that you actually do. Or I see some of you being perpetual students, and there's nothing wrong with that, because if you stay in high vibration as a perpetual student, there's no greater joy in this world. This is at 2 degrees in your house of everyday life and practical service. There's no greater joy in this world than learning and educating yourself. But I would love for you to incorporate, like, not just human 3D education, but learn some spiritual growth, some, not even just whatever woo-woo means to you. Yeah, just incorporate a little bit of that. Or maybe even just in meditation, you can, you know, connect to your guides and connect to your spirit team and things like that. You know, I have a digital download, connecting or meeting your higher self at the cafe table. It's a donation based. I think that you can do it for a penny, but please just use the term MAX, M-A-X, for a discount code. It makes it free. You can just download it and you just meet your higher self. That's where I would start if you're new to that language, and just connect once a day in meditation to your higher self and be like, what's up? And they'll be like, hey, what's up? I love you. And you'll be like, oh my God, I love you too. Yeah. It doesn't have to be so... It's almost like I'm seeing some of you not even stepping into the woo-woo because you are aware of the perfectionist side of you and you don't want to try something for the first time because you're not going to be perfect at it the first time. There's no way to mess up a meditation. It's the same way that when you are learning how to exercise, you don't deadlift and finally one day you deadlift with perfect form. And it's just the most perfect deadlift of 1 rep and it was just so good. And you're just like, okay, I did that. Now I never have to do it again. No, you continuously deadlift for the rest of your life. So it's the same thing. It's the repetitive pattern. And you learn and you go deeper and you experience so many more things in that space. Yeah, I'm excited for you. This is big stuff. And yeah, if you're keen to move and stay on that highest timeline, if you've been looking at property and stuff like that, this is when really the universe is looking to strike lightning. Long distance travel could be just a big trip, or you could 6 and 6. I live on an East Coast island, so the 6 and 6 means people spend 6 months of the year in a warmer climate, and then when it's warmer again, they come back and they spend 6 months back here because it's the most beautiful place in the entire world. So, yeah. I love this new grid so much. It's so beautiful. All right, Libra. Oh my God, you needed this win. This is going to be good. This is going to be really good. Yeah, this is in your house of shared possessions, death, contracts, wills, sensuality, sexuality. If you're dating and this is so specific. If you're dating and you are with someone that is new, was coming to me now that don't misinterpret any text messages or lack thereof of text messages. Definitely look at your own triggers and look at your own past relationships. I'm just seeing some of you, like you're dating a divine feminines and you're dating a divine masculine man, and you met him last week and he's like putting together, you're going out to dinner on Friday and it's Monday. And, he texts you maybe like once, but you really just started dating this person. So say it's like your second date. This is a very specific dramatization. I apologize. But you're, going on your second date with this person, Libra rising, and, you're just really not sure, or you really like him, actually. This is interesting. There's some really beautiful things coming to be. So you're going on a second date with this person, you really like them, and you're going out on Friday, and it's Monday, and they haven't been texting you every single day. That's okay. What does the content of the text message say? And are they saying, I'm excited to see you this Friday. Everything's ready. I'll pick you up at 7:30. All's well. You don't have to do a thing, dress like this type of, if he's doing all the things, let him run his life. If you need more communication and you're recognizing that what he's giving you is not enough, look at your own triggers. South Node in your sign, and say, okay, this is reminding me of a person that I used to date that was narcissistic, that, didn't communicate with me, that I'm really traumatized from. So then when you see them, talk about what it is that you need. Oh, Jesus, the sun. Sorry. It's like something's missing. And so talk about what it is that you need, but don't, just with the Mercury retrograde happening in your house of relationships, don't, lash out irrationally and get overly excited. That has nothing to do with the Jupiter-Uranus connection, but I'm just saying that is what came through. So for you, this is happening in your house of shared possessions. And death. I want to say transition, but it's not. It's like death, Phoenix. Like this is a Phoenix run house for you. This is normally a Scorpio run house, but for you it's run by Taurus, which is very fascinating. So this, again, the 8th and the 2nd house is about money. This is about money for you, honey. Big money. But what do you do with that big money? I'm literally hearing you say nothing. I asked people, and I asked the gentleman that cashed me out at Walgreens yesterday, I needed new Sharpies to make the board. Yeah, they're right here. Very nice. And so I just said, thank you for working. And he said, I don't have a choice. And I said, well, if time and money was no object, and I've asked this before of you, and this ship does not stop sailing. So I'm just letting you know. And I said, if time or money was no object, what would you be doing today? But everyone else had infinite time or money, so you don't have to save anybody. He said, you know what? I would just do what I normally do at home, but I wouldn't worry about my bills. And it was just so pure. He didn't have a gargantuan, like, I need to be a leader and I need to do this and I want to create this, I want to create this. We're so traumatized as a human collective, especially within the United States. Actually, not especially. As a human collective, this is not the way we're supposed to be. This work 75, 80 hours a week and then hopefully be able to afford something. And then I can't actually buy the food that I want to buy. I have to buy the food that I can afford. So we're breaking paradigms right now. Casually, just saying. But so if your goal is to just live a really nice, classy, cozy life, that's what I want you to focus on. Not the amount of money. No. But a classy, cozy life. I'm hearing some of you say, like, what about my divine masculine Libras? Court her, definitely. Do it in the right way. You don't have to over communicate just based off of what I had just said in the first dramatization. You don't have to worry about that. Like there might be some mother stuff tucked in. And if you're responsible for mother, that's fine. Put her in that other bucket. But you don't have to talk to her all the time. Oh my God, I just had a full body reaction. You don't have to talk to the females in your life as if they are your partner. You need to be alone with yourself and create the space for your woman. Because when she comes in, she's not going to want someone that has like 5 different gal friends and talks to mom all the time. If there's a beautiful relationship with mom, that's where you are, and that's awesome. But and that's amazing. I'm not discrediting that. I see that. I honor that. If you have, a specific heritage or a specific background that you spend, every Sunday with mother and you do all the things, that's fine. I'm not coming at you. But you don't have to talk to her all week, especially let her be in her, let her process her own stuff and not project onto you the husband that she wanted. Just saying. I'm seeing the Denethor Boromir type of a relationship. And it's so nice when somebody loves you so much and they make you the arancini all the time and it's so good and it's so wonderful. But if you're not growing as a man, that's not helpful. Maybe some men's groups, that could be very helpful. Definitely so. But yeah, like a woman coming into a divine masculine man, if he's got, 5 different friends that are women and they go out all the time, that's not desirable for a woman. That's, you've strayed a little bit too far into your femininity. This was very unexpected to come through, but I'm going to leave it. Just shared possessions. Yeah, you want to make space for a queen, then build her throne. And keep it clean until she gets there. Don't let other people try it on. And don't show it off to other people. Be like, oh my God, look at the throne that I built for my woman. Do you want to sit on it and then go out to dinner and blah, 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 blah? No. Build it and suffer in silence, my man. Yeah, talk to your dude friends. Oh my God, Scorpio rising. This is so exceptional. This is so exciting for you. This is when you meet people that completely change your entire life. Saturn's in Pisces. Yeah, this is when you meet soul people, like soul family, and just knowing them. This is really exceptional. This is the relationships, the important people in your life. Okay. The sun's right on your descendant sign, so it's just going to feel a little bit awkward. 22, 27, 28, 28. And Saturn is at 15. Okay. Did I forget anybody? No, it's the new board. It's so big. I love it. Okay. So we're about halfway done with the South Node in Libra, North Node in Aries transit. It's going to go into Pisces and Virgo in January 2025. So this is, because it's you, Scorpio rising, this is when you end soul contracts in your sleep. That's why your sleep has been off. And, you know, everyday life, you're kind of outgrowing certain jobs and certain situations. This is, there's like a fork in the road for a lot of you. This is wild, dude. I've never seen this before. But so it's like I'm seeing like a lot of different Scorpios walking paths together. And this isn't higher timeline or lower timeline. This is honestly like there's a split in the road, and I'm seeing a bunch of Scorpios going one way and a bunch of Scorpios going the other way to meet the people that they are meant to do these things with, to change the world with. This isn't casual, and nobody comes in on their first try as a Scorpio. They don't. I'm sorry. I'm hearing some of you say like, okay, well, new souls, what do they come in as? That's a great question. Very practical signs. I'd say Virgo, not Capricorn. Maybe Taurus. Yeah, I'd say some earth signs are great places for souls to start. Aries, definitely. I've met brand new Aries suns before. Definitely a brand new sign. They're the infant baby rams of the zodiac, so that's definite. If they're ambitious, Leo, maybe. Because Leo can function unawakened in the 3D world very well, very well. The oldest souls, Pisces, Sag, definitely, Scorpio, definitely. Gemini is one of the oldest souls, and this is fascinating. Yeah, Gemini is a very, very old soul, but it's almost like they came in and they needed to be so turned off when they came in, because like their minds too, the twins, they have two minds, they work so powerfully. It has nothing to do with you, Scorpio, but I heard some of you asking that question, so I had to answer it, pardon me. So this has a lot to do with the North Node being in your house of everyday life and practical service. And again, just like my chart, like I showed you in part 1, where is this falling exactly? What does 21 or 22 degrees of any sign, what angles are they falling on? We have 22 degrees, 21 degrees, 22 degrees over here. Big stuff. The sun squaring Pluto on your descendant and your IC. This is like South Node. This is people coming into your life in unexpected ways, and both of you coming together, it's like changes the world. It's like they're infinity stones. It's like all of a sudden you're an infinity stone and they're an infinity stone, and you come together and you're like, and it's just so, that's I know I've been in Tolkien's world, but dude, I have honestly been so called to go back to like the Avengers and watch every single one of the movies. And what streaming platform does anybody know that all of the Avengers and like all the Marvel movies is on? Please comment below if you can let me know, because it's just, I might have to, and I just have to be open with you guys. I've never really appreciated the Spider-Man movies before. He's not my favorite character, but some of the clips that I've seen as of late are so good. Is it worth it? Let me know. This is Sarah's day off. I'm sorry that I'm all over the place, but this is what I love to do. If time or money were no object, this is what I do. This is literally what I do. I know, it's so great. So this is when people just like see your stuff, or you have put yourself out there, you've shot your shot enough times, and then just randomly someone walks up to you and is like, hey, Scorpio, what's good? I like you, and you're coming with me. And then your whole everyday life is going to change. You're about to be catapulted into some really exceptional relationship. But it doesn't have to be just a relationship. If you're in a healthy partnership, this could be a new level of love that comes through for you, Scorpio. This could be the best, most aligned clients coming to you, an investor coming to you. This is like the type of stuff that someone that's been, watching your career with great interest and is like, just take this money, take this whatever, this something, no strings attached. Your second house is run by Sag, so this is the way that goes. Yep. Gemini runs your 8th house of shared possession, so it has a lot to do with your verbal punch. Yeah, Scorpio risings, this is like gambling addictions galore, or addictions galore, just saying. I'm a Scorpio rising as well, I can say that to you. And so this is somebody who's been watching you for a while. They're maybe older or out of the game, and they're like, here, take this ridiculous amount of whatever it may be, this house, this thing. Like it's a connection that changes the paradigm. I just had a full body chill on that. A connection that changes the whole paradigm. So like the BB plus thing that you've been doing every day is just no more. It just doesn't even like nothing. It's just not even like, you're just like, okay, no, I'm done. I'm done with that. It's almost as if you've been like convincing yourself that it's okay and that you can handle it because it's you. And all of a sudden, when you're given this opportunity, you're gracious about it. You give, 3 weeks to a month to 6 weeks notice, whatever it may be, the BB plus thingamajam. It's not a relationship. You don't do that. So I would never, like, you're the only sign, actually, no, there are a few other signs, you and Cap, that would never date someone subpar. Like, no, I've vetted and checked all the back history. You and Cap. Oh my God, I'm hearing you two cackle. It's so good. It's like, that's cute, Sarah. Who does that? Some people do. Yeah, some people do that. Some people date people even though they know that they're not meant for their highest timeline because they're lonely. A lot of you are like, what's loneliness? It's the feeling that you get. It's a feeling. It's okay. There's some really evolved Scorpio risings watching this. I'm so proud of you all. Give them a podcast. Literally, it's like, give the Scorpio risings the podcast. Let them talk about it. They're so evolved, but they had to go through so much crap to get there. Yeah, incredibly aligned relationships just coming together. Yeah, doesn't have to be romantic. It could be, but, or it's like the person that connects you to the partnership. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of divine partnerships are going to be found during this time in a way that, where's my lighter? Oh, it's back here. In a way that, I just want to change up the energy of that. That was a little all over the place, but Scorpio, so we get it. Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing this, like when the red strings finally attach, that it's like powerful new energy. Around this time, couples all over the world are going to be coming together. All over the world. All right. Sag, what's up? Pregnancies. I'm seeing pregnancies. North node. I don't want these two. So the sun is at the beginning of the 6th house. Yeah, pregnancies. My guys are like, yeah, you can end that now. So Sag, some of you might be, yeah, daily life is really shifting. Sag, oh my God, Pluto, I completely forgot. Yeah, daily life is shifting. That's, the 6th house is daily life and health, practical service. I'm going to say it. You know me, I don't always like to say the things when they're harsh, but, this is a nice, some of you could be, or some Sagittarius risings. This is so specific. If you need help with a specific this is you finding a group, a support group, whether it be AA, whether it be rehabilitation, whether it be seeing a therapist, having someone hold space for you if this is about health. This is the health axis over here. And so when the North Node in your 5th house of play, it can be so easy to be like, nope, take a shot, let's take a shot, let's do a bump, let's do this, do this. And then you're just like, wait, what? This is also food addictions, whatever. Addiction doesn't have a name or a face, so it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. It could be scrolling. But if it's diminishing your light, and if you're waking up after a scroll session, you're like, oh my God, it's dark. I should probably cook dinner and eat something. None of that is okay. So this is, they're saying it's not for all Sages, but this could be about job changes or, you know, going into the summertime in the North Shore. You know, we're all, if you work in service and you are local to my area, you know that everybody's kind of like getting ready for summertime. And you're kind of looking at your life and your schedule and saying, okay, what do I actually want? What matters most? What's the most important thing about my daily life? I could die tomorrow. You know, Lilith in the public life, legacy, career. This is image. This is your daily life, but this is the image that you have. This could also be about a new romantic partner coming in and changing your daily life. That's very possible. Vet, go slowly. Yeah, this is, your daily life is shifty to shifting. I love how some readings are so long and so short, and really, like, I asked my guides, like, is there anything else? And like, for Sag, no, absolutely not. Daily life is going to shift. They're like, okay, every single Sag knows exactly what's about to happen. Yeah, that's pretty exceptional. Thanks, guides. Thanks for being so direct with my fellow fire signs. Capricorn, it's been a road for you, darling. It's been a road. Stop it. I literally was just looking at the Pluto transit and I was like, where is this falling? Romance, honey. 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 Okie dokie, okay. So some of you are about to get wooed. Like, in the best way. Oh my God, I love it. Venus in the 4th house anyways. They just want to stay at home. You just don't want to do much. You don't want to go anywhere. But this is in your 5th house of play, creativity, joy, childlike spirits, kiddos if you want those. Capricorn, if you're like in a divine partnership and you're thinking about having kiddos, now's the time. They're ready to come in. If you're not in divine partnership, just make sure to rouge your cheeks every time you go outside. Capricorn men that are here. Where's the moon? Capricorn men that are in this community, that are seeing this right now, you'll know. You'll know when you see her. That's her. And you go up to her and you just say hello. I'll give a lens to that. So in my version of the world, in my version of the awakened world, everybody has a horse and buggy and a flying car. So we're blending the best parts about this galactic age that Pluto is blessing us with the best parts of human existence and being in the earth. So take that lens of old and new and now take away the lens of home ownership and put the lens of dating over that. Does that make sense? Yes. So when it comes to courting and when it comes to dating, it's not going to be on an app. It's just follow your gut and follow your intuition and just believe that it's her when it's her and you just say hello. You can't mess this up. And be strong, be yourselves. This is a beautiful time to be a Capricorn man right now. This is a very exceptional time to be a Capricorn man. Capricorn women, Capricorn rising women, and we've been talking about this for a while in the Patreon group, even all last year. when I did my readings publicly on YouTube, we've been talking about softening and kind of coming into that, you know, more family space and leaving behind the public life and image. And a lot of that even happened when the North Node, this is just the North Node that I'm talking about, when the North Node was in Taurus, and now when the North Node is in Aries. It's a beautiful thing for you to be leaving behind, you know, like old paradigms, old, you know, like the boss BITCH mentality and stuff like that. There's some, you know, content creator and some, you know, helper that I just fall in love because she calls it like being a moss BITCH. She's like, I want to be moisturized and, you know, massaged and just be out and about in the world and maybe work maybe a day a week and just like schedule all the content. Everything's fine. So that's what the Cap women are doing. Cap men, go out there, court her, tell her how beautiful she is, all those old world things. She's not going to be like your last relationship, so you don't have to question me on that. Yeah. 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 And I'm just reminding people, if you're new to my table, this is the first time that you've ever seen some of my content, and you're just like, oh my God, that's intense. It's like, yeah, because I pick up on the vibration of the energies and stuff like that, and we're leaders around here, so we don't have time to like be like, how does that make you feel? We don't do that around here. No, ma'am. No. Oh, Aquarius. Oh boy. Yeah. Pluto. I know. You're just gonna have to be like that for right now. I just felt the collective sigh from some of your OCDs. I don't know if everybody like watches the whole thing like a movie. Sometimes I do, and I obviously have to do the timestamps and stuff like that, but ooh. Family. Home is a place. Aquarius. Okay. This is a boat. Some of you that are really new to this awakening or astrology, whatever it may be, but a lot of you, just because of this little guy, this little Pluto transit right over here, a lot of you are just realizing that some of the decisions and the lifestyles that you've been living or the people that you're with are really not for you, and you want to just like flip the table over and start anew. We're in a Mercury retrograde, so I wouldn't. Just the awareness of the fact that there's a problem is the, best part of the problem, is the first step in any, step program. So I would say right now, look at what you do want. This is when, you're healing a lot for the family line. I'm hearing some of you say, I don't care, what about me? It's like, okay, well, be at home in your sacred space. And I understand that there's, you're fixed air energy. So a lot of that fixity will have to dissolve for your abundances to come in, some softness. I'd really highlight looking at, when was the last time you took a conscious breath? When was the last time you meditated? When was the last time you slowed down or bought flowers for someone that you care about? Or, tipped 50%? Do these little things that make you feel at home. What does home represent for you? In a very practical way, this could be, land acquisition. This could be, expansion of your business. This could be really beautiful things. Could be family. Could be, I'm trying to think. Yeah, because it's not even like, they're not saying it's like not a purchase of a home, but it's like expansion. They're saying expansion. So, yeah, because you're on the fixed axis. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. So for you, the fourth house is run by Taurus, which is fixed negative earth energy. So you like to be cozy. As alien as you are, you like to be cozy and like to have nice things at home. So maybe just buy a new chaise lounge or, redecorate something. I'm just listening to there's either someone that's watching this that's really in a interesting mentality, and this doesn't always happen, but I have to say, if there's an Aquarius that's watching this that's really like, I thought I was going to get blessed with something. I thought something was going to happen and blah, 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 blah. I'm hearing just a little bit of like, why does everybody get blessed but me? You know, you have a 20-year Pluto transit that's about to bless your entire life. You have Saturn and Mars and Neptune in your house of access to resources, and you have like Lilith over here and the moon in your 8th house is the money axis over here, and you coming into very healthy communication styles, Chiron conjunct as well. Like not, we already had the Chiron northward conjunction, but we have, you know, Mercury retrograde, we have Venus in your house of communication, early learning, and short trips. Like this is really understanding a calm nervous system and having emotional intelligence and healthy communication style is the way. That's the only way, and speaking from I statements. So whomever this Aquarius is that's like really a little bit like, your brain is not you. You are worthy of someone listening to you. You are worthy of someone holding space for you. So just please email directly. The email is always in my biography, or it's, pardon me, it's not Instagram that you're watching this. My email address is listed below as well as in my about section. So you're not alone in this, but just know that if you feel as though you're having some me mentalities going on, that's literally just the paradigm of what is breaking down, kind of coming up into your consciousness, and that you're tapping into the collective consciousness. Definitely, I opened up the playlist, the toolbox, so definitely go check that out. But email directly if you need anything, because that was interesting. I try my best to, you know, let all of the messages be for the highest and greatest good of everybody involved. Or maybe there's a few different Aquarius people that needed some information or that need someone to listen, because it's a lot happening all at the same time. So please reach out directly. But yeah, go check out the toolbox first and see Pisces rising and see what resonates with you. Pisces, I'm sorry, I almost did to you what lots of people have been doing in your entire life, which is, you know, start your reading as I'm still talking to someone else. So I apologize. Pisces rising. Pisces rising. You are coming into blessings. It's like a little trip. We're just healing the entire family line. This is exciting. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. This is why you're feeling so intense right now and nostalgic. Yeah, more so than normal. More so than normal. Oh my God. I did not intend for this reading. I just checked the timing. I did not intend for this reading to be as long as it is. I apologize, but I just love what I get to do. So Pisces, this conjunction is happening at 21 degrees of Taurus. Check exactly where this is falling in your chart for Pisces sun and Pisces moon. For if you're a Pisces sun and you don't know the time of your birth, watch the Aries rising video. Pisces rising, check exactly where 21 degrees is falling for this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. By exactitude. Because yeah, you're being blessed right now. The North Node. It's meant just for you. It's not meant for anybody else. South Node in your house of shared possessions. It's not meant for anybody else. Your blessings are just for you. It's because you do good things with it. I'm literally seeing the Pisces, like you blessed with so much money so you could buy a house and you could renovate the house, or you're given, you know, a generational family house, whatever that may be, and you're, you know, fixing it up, and there's all of this like, why me? But I was seeing you like making muffins for the construction workers and over tipping the valet. There's a reason that it's you. So this is communication, early learning, short trips, family, cultural family roots is down here. I feel like this has a lot to do with the North Node for you. So check where the North Node is falling and check where this is falling by exactitude. My guides are saying some Pisces, Pisces needs grounding. This is really going to show you how much you need to be grounded. As mutable water energy, you can very easily kind of adapt to both worlds, whether it be the woo-woo, whether it be the leadership, or even just Gen Pop. But this is your time that you really have to put your feet in the dirt. Go for more hikes. Really, just like walking is going to be very, very healing for you. I'm just straight channeling this for you right now. It's it's like, think of a seed that's being planted, and you know the gestation period for that seed. Think of yourself as a seed. You can't prevent your growth to make the people around you feel more comfortable. This could be a big growth opportunity for you, or even retirement for some of you. This could be a real paradigm shifting time of change, which is very exciting. Very, very exciting, and not meant to be scary. Yeah. It's like with the Pluto transit, it's kind of like, you're the chosen one. But for you, you're just like, why me? Because the planets are in your third house and you're here to help. Like, I can't change where the planets are. Yeah. I have my own chart. Go watch part 1. I have my own contract to deal with. This is you. I love you so much. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. And just, yeah, comment below what you're going through. And whomever was watching that is feeling all the feelings, please email directly. I'm here for you. And you're not alone in this. But it's definitely, it's a very confusing time for a lot of people. And that's something that I'll just leave you with this. I was chatting with that person that was outside the gym this morning. And as an awakened person, you can scream at someone who's not awakened. It's like, how do you not see it? They can't see it. But when they see it, they're going to need people. They're going to need support. And that's where we come in. If we're like, no, you have to deal with it on your own. I've been doing this work for so long. Then that's your adolescent. And you got to look at that. But we can't have the I told you so dance. We have to welcome everyone with open arms. All right, I love you. See you on the other side.